The following program, Chefs About Town, is made possible by funding provided in part by Grey Monk Estate Winery, producers of distinctive wines for discriminating taste, all approved with the Vintners Quality Alliance seal, your assurance of international excellence. And the whole kitchen caboodle, from gadgets to gourmet. The whole kitchen caboodle at City Square has what you need. And La Belle Auberge restaurant in Ladner. Internationally recognized chef-owner Bruno Marty believes in the professionalism and high standards of cuisine in British Columbia and is an avid supporter of Chefs About Town, BC's regional food and wine program.
Hello, my name is Gary Faessler. Welcome again to Chefs About Town, the show for people who really love good food. This is a cookery program that focuses on the chefs, foods, and wines of our Pacific Northwest, highlighting our own unique British Columbia cooking style. Of course, this cooking style in BC is influenced by the different ethnic peoples that live here, and today it's French. It's from France. It's Michel Jacob, the executive chef from Le Crocodile. Welcome, Michel.
Thank you, Gary.
That seems like a long time since you've been here.
Thank you.
So today we're going to be preparing something that that you do a lot at the restaurant.
We have today some sweetbreads.
Some sweetbreads.
The sweetbreads are going to be done in a demi-glace with some of the wine actually that we're going to have as well.
You mentioned this is a veal.
It's a veal stock.
Stock reduced
and then reduced again. It's about 6 hours reducing.
Right. So that's on a high heat or medium-high heat?
Yeah, you take some laville bones, you put the mirepoix. A mirepoix is
different vegetables?
Carrots, onions.
Yes.
And you put that in the oven, you give them some nice color. You take them out of the oven, you put them in a big pot.
Right.
You add about 1 gallon of red wine.
A gallon of red wine?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
No wonder it tasted good.
You put some, you cover all the bones with water,
right.
Salt, pepper, nutmeg, bay leaves, cloves, and you make it, and you boil that for about 4 hours.
4 hours?
Yes, and then you strain that, and then you make it boil again with some more wine for another half hour.
So what you're doing by boiling it is what we mean when we say reduce is we evaporate all the water, the liquid, and what you're left with is what you see here.
Very rich and
extraordinary, intense flavors extracted from all of those things: the wine, the veal bones, the vegetables.
It's
incredible.
It takes forever. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes forever, but it's worth it. It's really extraordinary. Now, sweetbreads. You do a lot of things that we can call innards.
Yes, we do. We're very well known for that. We do liver, brains, kidneys, and sweetbreads.
Now, these aren't brains. A lot of people don't know what sweetbreads are. These aren't brains, and these aren't what some people refer to as prairie oysters, which I don't want to refer to. I don't want to say on the TV, but
sweetbreads come from that part of the animal.
The us is the thyroid and there's the thymus?
Thymus, they say that if you go and ask a butcher. And it's a very young veal.
Okay.
Because if it's...
Look how white they are.
Yes, very nice. So they have been already blanched.
Right.
Again, so if you ask your butcher to have some sweetbreads, it's going to give them raw to you.
Yes.
You put them in water, and you in cold water, and you make the water up to boil for 2 minutes.
Oh, right.
And once it has been done, then you put some cold water running through.
Right.
Until everything is cold, and then that's the result.
Okay. So just blanch them a little bit in water.
Yes.
And that's it.
That's it. And now
they're ready.
Yes. Now we're gonna slice them. And it's a very nice texture as well.
You were in the Orient, the Far East, not that long ago.
Yes, we were invited by the Canadian government to represent Canada and to promote Canadian food in Taipei.
Did you do sweetbreads or things like this?
We did some venison from Alberta. We did some veal from the valley here.
Right.
We did
From the
some,
Fraser Valley.
yeah, of course, we did some fish. We did some salmon from BC. We did some pike from Alberta as well.
Wow.
We had some air dried beef from
Right.
Calgary.
This is, I mean, this is extraordinary being asked
Yes,
by the government to go to the Far East, to Asia, and represent Canada
It was very nice for us.
and prepare some of our
Canadian
indigenous,
products,
regional, new
yeah,
Canadian
yeah.
cuisine there with your French flair and style. That's
It was fun. And
yeah. I wish I was there.
once you arrived there was 30 people in the kitchen, and there was only one guy who spoke English. So we
No
had,
kidding.
Oh, yeah, so we had a hard time to adjust to them as well.
You speak food talk, so that's
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So we're
So
cutting this in what
Cut
half
them in
inch, half
some
inch.
medallions, you know, half inch, and we're gonna.
Put our fire on here. Put our
Yep.
skillet on the fire. Okay.
Now I'm gonna use some of that oil that you know very well. It's a-
Yes, my friend Robert's omega oil. This is hazelnut that you've
yes,
chosen.
yes, it's very well because it's gonna go
This
very
is
well
cold
with the
pressed organic hazelnuts.
sweetbread. Touch of butter as well.
And some unsalted sweet butter.
Yes.
Now, is there a reason for putting butter and oil together?
Yes, because the butter and oil, as you know, oil won't give any real color to the food, but with
Right.
the butter going to melt, the sweetbreads, as you're gonna see, gonna have a nice brown color. So,
Right.
And we don't only put butter in because if you only put butter, the butter gonna burn. too
Exactly.
quick.
So the
But
oil
with the oil and
stops the butter
to-
from burning,
Voilà.
but it still gives it the food, the color that you want, and
Yes.
also the flavor, that little bit of,
Yes.
you know, the butter flavor, a little bit of butter.
Can heat up also the demi-glace here,
Okay. Great.
and if you want, you can add
Some wine?
about 2 ounces.
Well, that.
No.
Oops, sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna put a bit of pepper on here.
Yeah. Some fresh cracked pepper.
Yep.
You might want to use white pepper for this
Yeah,
too. Being, if it's up to you, if you don't want the white,
yes.
the black specks,
I would use white pepper.
and a little salt.
Yep.
You can see our oil and butter now is.
No.
Do you want that turned down a bit?
No, it has to
Is
be.
that good? Is it hot like that? You
Yeah.
cook.
We
You
only
cook really
cook
fast in the
every-
kitchen.
yeah.
You have to in the restaurant
We
kitchen,
do
don't
because you know, like people want to eat. You know, they want
Right
to wait an
now.
hour, and then we always cook full blast.
Right, full blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But you have to really be.
Just quick.
I mentioned this on the show once in a while. You know, don't walk away from your food when it's cooking. I know you might have gas, etc.,
Yeah.
but
No, but
stay in the kitchen because food changes so quickly, doesn't it? When it's
You're
under
right.
heat and it can be ruined. You don't want to overcook these either, do you?
no, because you see they've already been blanched here.
Sat on.
We're just going to give them a nice brown color.
And we want to cook this. These cook, I would imagine,
One
very,
side,
very
one side
quickly.
as well. Yes, about
Yeah.
2-3 minutes on one side and 2-3 minutes on the other side. And
3
that's done.
minutes and that's it.
We're going to have also some vegetable going with that. We
Yeah.
have some fresh turned carrots already
yes.
cooked. We put a bit of water in there. We're going to add again a bit of butter,
Sweet butter.
a touch of sugar to
sugar. Cream.
caramelize them.
Okay.
And if you want, you can put them on your heat here.
Okay, good. Yeah, got it. So this is going to be
Sure.
fast. Look at that golden. Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. Puts me to work, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good thing I have my.
You know how to work. You know how to do it.
Oh yeah. Just saying. Good thing I have my asbestos fingers here, so I don't get burned.
That's garlic butter
Yes.
with whipped cream.
Yes.
Going to reduce it, and it's going to be a part of the sauce.
Wow. Now you say garlic butter.
Yes, so
but
it's-
there's some parsley,
Parsley
or
in there, yeah. So
it's green.
It's butter, parsley, salt, pepper, nutmeg,
Yeah.
and garlic.
Wow. Wow, that's going to be great. Can we?
So the
we don't turn this
sweetbreads
down a
are
bit. Yeah,
finished.
they're done. Yeah. And our carrots are almost done. So of course this is easy for you because usually you're cooking for
Yeah, what we used to it.
20 people at a time or something like that. Sometimes, yeah,
least,
easily,
yes,
sometimes more. Isn't it true
But
though,
again-
sometimes in a restaurant situation, everyone comes at once?
Yeah, you have
You
to,
have
to be
40
ready.
people?
You know, when you start at 6 o'clock, when we open, it's like being on stage. You have to be ready, and it's every night you have to perform, and every night you have to make sure you have your mise en place ready. Make
Yes.
sure you have the sweetbreads, blanch,
Yes.
and all that. Let's say you come tonight at a restaurant, and you're gonna tell the waiter, "I want some sweetbreads."
Yes.
And I forgot to cook them. It's going to take ages.
Oh,
just
okay,
to
well, I
blanch them,
forgot
so-
to, maybe I should go to another restaurant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. We have also some snow peas that we cooked as well. We're gonna put them in a half minute.
Great.
Display.
Put that there. Should we just put these in at the expedient?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. My fork. Here.
Now these are very tender and rich, and
Very nice.
I don't use this word very often, but they are succulent.
They are very nice, and you know, like all the best restaurants in the world, they always have sweetbread on the menu. People sometimes, especially here in Canada, might think sweetbread is a second-class food, you know, like,
No.
but it is expensive, and
Yes.
it's a very well-known dish, and more and more people actually in Vancouver eat now sweetbreads as well.
And if there are people who think that sweetbreads are, as we said before, maybe something else other than the thyroid or the thymus gland,
Yes.
and they were a little bit squeamish about, don't be,
Yeah.
try them because they are really great, and other things like liver, and you were mentioning kidney, and
Yes,
these
brains,
are great things
yeah.
too. Brains, well, even I am a little bit iffy with brains actually. Okay, great.
Where's that here? Okay. Now, Gary, if you want,
There you go.
it's not too tough for you. Can
What would you like me to do? Do this?
I show you one way, and then you can do the other as well. Finish the sauce then.
Well, I'll let you do the plate because
You want to?
I'm not going to plate this. I think that you should because I want people to see you perform.
It's not even.
I'm not as good as you. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's nice.
You see, because we put some sugar in as well now, the color is very nice and
It kind of caramelizes
Shiny,
too.
no?
Yeah, very shiny. Yes. Very nice.
so it's done.
Beautiful. This is going to be beautiful. And now we have the green sauce and,
Yeah.
as well.
2 more, and that's it.
And we're almost finished because we want to bring on.
Yeah, I brought with me today
You brought somebody.
our pastry chef who has been with the Crocodile for the last 2 years, and her name is Rhonda.
Rhonda.
And she's going to prepare today
Okay.
Charlotte with a light chocolate mousse and some fresh pear
I've had some of her
brunoise.
desserts and
it's
they're
very nice.
extraordinary. Well, let's
It's in
just
the
finish
surf
this and
right
then we'll
away.
bring her on. I know she's anxious to come out here. Wow. Great.
And you see, again, it's not such a big deal. You can do that at home with no problem. And then just
Beautiful.
same dish, just a bit that for the color.
Unfortunately, we have to wait till we finish the sauce until we can eat
And a
this.
touch of watercress in the center. Et voilà, so you see,
Voila.
be done in
Way
5,
to
6
go.
minutes.
This is great. No, we did that in 10 minutes. That's
Yeah.
extraordinary. Now, let's bring on
Rhonda.
Rhonda.
Yes,
Come
Rhonda,
on.
please.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, it's good
Pleasure.
for you to be here. Now, I have had some of your desserts, and they are fantastic.
Great.
The executive producer and Martin Truax and my director and my associate assistant producer, we all came to the Crocodile and we had your desserts. And
You tasted this one?
actually, I have, yes. So
We
this
taste
is
it
a good
again
one.
then.
So tell us again what you're going to
Okay,
do.
it's a milk chocolate and pear charlotte. And I'm going to be making a different variation for the presentation. I'm going to be making a caramel cage as well.
Right.
So, and I'll show those two. in a
Caramel
minute.
cage. Yeah, I'm curious to see how that's done.
Okay, well, I'll show after as soon as I
Okay, great. Yeah, you
quickly.
bet.
Okay, you take the ladyfinger cookies.
Now you can buy these just about anywhere,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we purchase them on Commercial Drive, actually. The Italian stores usually carry them, but I'm
Right.
sure Galloway's downtown would carry them as well, maybe even the
That's a good plug.
supermarkets. So, anyways, cut them in half,
Okay.
and we dip it in a syrup, which has dark rum as well.
Really?
And
Dark
we
rum
just dip
and...
it, dark rum, sugar, and water.
Okay.
And we just dip that.
How much rum to water?
Okay, the syrup is 3 parts water, 1 part sugar, and
There you
then
go.
rum, you know, maybe 1/3 to taste. You know,
Okay.
you taste it, depends on
Or-
how strong you like it.
or more,
What
more.
happens is the cookies become soft, sort of like a sponge cake. So I'll just show you 2. Okay?
And,
Now-
and these small dishes, which are used
Yeah, the
frequently in
ramekins.
ramekins, they're easy to pick up and not very
Oh, yeah.
expensive.
Okay, now this is the milk chocolate. I've melted it already. And you add to it whipped cream, which is whipped to soft peak, we call it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
You just-
not to the point where it turns to butter.
Right,
But before that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you just mix it together and it becomes smooth.
It looks pretty good now.
Okay. And then you add the pear. These pears have been poached in water, which is 1/3 sugar and 2/3 water and lemon juice. And you can just
Okay.
poach them until they're tender. You poke them with a fork.
Which is about 15 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, it depends on the ripeness of the pears as well.
How many pears
So-
you have and the size of your pot
Right,
and all
exactly.
that stuff. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then you just add that to there,
Okay. Wow.
and just fill it up.
It's
Well,
it's
showing
amazing how
it.
simple this is when well you'll see when it's put together.
It's really
because
quite
it
an
looks
easy
really
dessert.
extraordinary. It looks like you spent forever in the kitchen and
Yeah. Okay.
Should
So
we put
that's
that-
just 2 for now. Set those aside.
Okay.
And I'm going to make a caramel cage now.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we have in here some sugar.
Sugar and water.
Which we've
That's the one I
caramelized.
reduced.
Sugar and water.
So you see, we have to melt it again because it got cold,
Got
and
cold,
if it's
yeah.
cold, it's hard like a rock.
Okay.
So, and don't ever at home try to taste it as you would taste
No, you
a sauce,
might-
because you're gonna
You might burn yourself. We hardly ever burn ourselves,
you
but it
look like-
happens to you and the best of us.
gonna look
sometimes.
like ET for a week. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and I have some made already, of
Ah.
course.
I hate to say this, but
Oh.
with the magic of television, are they in there? I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah, they're in here.
Right there.
Right there. Okay.
I only laugh because they are there.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'd be crying.
All right. If you could
Now,
just turn that
the reason
burner
for putting them in
on.
the fridge is you want them to set.
Yeah,
Now,
you
how
have to
long-
set them
how long do you put
for-
them- after you've got to this stage,
Right.
you put them in the fridge
Put
for
them
how
in the
long?
fridge, and they should be set for at least an hour. And then that way, when you take it out, they won't fall apart.
Good
Okay?
idea, 'cause I hate that
so,
when that happens.
Now, if we could just turn this burner on, you want to
Yep.
dip them in hot water to loosen it up so
Oh,
that
okay.
they come out very easily.
Okay.
And since I'm presenting 2,
Good. Here, I'll take that and
Great.
we're going to put the plate right there so people
Okay.
can see. Yeah.
that'd
There
be
you go.
great. Okay, since I'm presenting 2, we're serving it with a raspberry coulis. This has a syrup which has been added to the raspberries and then blended and strained.
Okay. When you say coulis, a lot of people don't realize what that means, and it's what you do is you take a fruit, in this case raspberries, put it
Mm-hmm.
in your Cuisinart or Robocou,
It has syrup added to it, which is water and sugar boiled
which helps
together.
because it kind of makes it
Right, it
thicken
makes
it,
it
thickens
makes
up
it
a bit.
shiny as well.
Yeah, it does. That's
See?
right. Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
and we're gonna just dust it with icing sugar around the edges.
This is great. How's our caramel
Very
coming,
well.
chef?
Coming. Want to taste it?
No. Now, what have we got here?
Okay, this is cream. I'm just putting it around the edges to
Wow.
make
that's
a
gorgeous.
design.
I like that. Are you going to pull it?
Yeah, sort of like
pretty
hearts. There. Okay, now Great.
Whoa, watch your fingers. Yeah, don't burn yourself.
I wouldn't burn myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're laughing because I burned myself earlier. That's why I keep bringing the burning up.
Okay. And on the top, we're going to garnish it with the fresh pears as well. So, I have...
Terrific. Chef, is that ready yet? Yep. Come on, gotta be quicker.
Check, check.
So, slicing.
Just thinly slice the poached pears.
Okay. Here, hold on. Gotta taste this just to make sure it's okay.
Well, I made it myself, so
Okay.
it should be fine. Okay.
Now the combination of the raspberry, the chocolate, the pear. Well, you don't take my word for it, but you should. But it's really, really good. It is fantastic. Make it at home. It's great.
And again, as you see, it's very easy to do at home.
Okay.
Do the most lady fingers.
Now I have dark chocolate melted already, so...
We have lots of
What
time.
I'm
We have
gonna
a few
do-
minutes, so no panic.
Okay. All right. So you just pipe it on the
This
top.
is a great
just-
idea. You just take little wax paper and fold it up, and
Right.
instant little piping bag.
Yeah, it's
Are
really
you giving
easy
away
to
all your
make.
secrets now?
No, I'm not going to give away my secrets. That's just to bring out the color of it. And... just
Doesn't
put
hurt
a
the
bit
taste
of-
either.
Oh, can't forget about the cream.
No, forget about Has the camera lights destroyed the cream?
Okay, I'm going to go on to the
Okay.
cage now. Caramel cage.
Great.
Okay, now...
Now, I have to admit, I have never done this.
Okay,
so I'm looking forward to seeing
it's
it.
really easy to do, but it looks really effective.
It does.
If it's done properly. So we just keep going.
We should have some great music or something. While this is.
Okay. Touch it a little bit. You have to make sure it's at the exact temperature, because if it isn't,
What will happen?
it beads,
Right.
and you don't get the
The line.
lines.
Okay.
So have to make sure it's cool.
Does it beat if it's too cold or too hot?
Too hot, actually. If it's too cold, it's just very thick. Okay.
So it's a little too hot right now?
Yeah, actually, it's a bit hot. So maybe wait a minute.
Okay, well, anyway, we'll wait for that. Why don't I introduce the wine? Bring the wine on. I'd like to introduce the wine that we've been sipping on today is 1991 Nouveau, made by a friend of mine. His name is Howard Soon, and he's the wine master at Kelowna Winery. And you may guess it's, yes, that's right, it's in Kelowna. And this is a Nouveau wine out this fall, and it's meant to be drunk probably before Christmas, before the New Year anyway, within the next couple months, and of course it'll keep for in 1992. But it's a young Marichal Foch, which is a red grape varietal that does really well in our Okanagan, and I think Howard did a beautiful job actually. This is a very light, red, easy to drink.
Very well with the sweetbreads.
And I think it goes well with the sweetbreads, and I don't know, my opinion is it has some fruit in it, and I like this type
it's
of
a
red
young
wine
wine,
with
so
chocolate and with raspberries, and
Right.
I think you could drink this wine through the sweetbreads and with
desserts.
with this dessert as well. Yeah, I think so. So there, I'm finished my speech now. So you.
Okay, so I'll
You're
try
ready.
that again. Start all over, how about?
Yeah?
All right, great. This should be perfect now.
Okay.
All right, that's perfect. That's about the consistency you want. See, you want that strong.
Oh yeah.
It's much easier.
Great.
To, okay, and you just churn it. So you want to crisscross it. Okay, and then just pick it up. Take off the
Splendid.
excess.
Wow.
Okay,
And of course.
along the sides.
Now, how large of a nest can you make? Can you use a really big pot and
You
do
could
or
do
would
it on
work?
even a stainless steel bowl if you want a
Yeah?
dome
Just big as you
effect.
know.
Really big and it will work?
Sure. If you
It's
want to
like-
do
But the temperature has to be just right.
Yeah, and you have to make sure what you're using it on is oiled, otherwise it'll stick.
Oh, well, good. Well, we
Right.
should have mentioned that. Is this did you
Yeah,
spray this
it's
with
an oiled
something?
pot. It's just any oil.
Any oil?
And you just Just smooth it on.
Oh, good. I want to make sure that people know that. Otherwise,
Otherwise it'll never come off.
They'll really get
Okay, there. Here we
miffed
go.
at me. Wow. Dun, 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 dun,
There we
dun, dun.
go.
Ta-da! Now this is magnificent. Wow. This is
It's easy to do, but it looks great. on the
wow. I
dessert.
think you make it look probably a little easier than it is, but that's beautiful. Wow, extraordinary. So tell us what this is called again.
It's
Give it a really long, elaborate name.
milk chocolate pear charlotte.
Now, Charlotte.
Charlotte, meaning the layers
Not
of
the onion.
sponge on this.
Just-
Charlotte,
sorry.
not shallot.
So here we have two different ways. We have one with the cage,
Yeah.
and
one with
another one with the chocolate.
the chocolate.
Fantastic. Michel,
Thank you.
before we go, just quickly now, you're very talented, and it's nice to have. Oh no, you are, and you're on. It's nice to have you on the show. Now, what's it like to work with this guy? Am I putting you on the spot? Gee, it's
Piece of
great.
cake.
It's great, Gary. He's fantastic.
It's really great working with him. I learned a lot.
And have an opportunity
Yeah,
to
this has been a really good
work at such a
opportunity.
place. Yeah, that's great. Well, continued success. And listen, we got to go, so
Thank you.
we're gonna tuck into this and drink some Nouveau, Michel Foch Nouveau. My guests today have been Michel Jacob and Rhonda. What's your last name?
Biani.
Vianney? Beautiful name. And my name is Gary Faessler for Chefs About Town. Until we see you again, please enjoy, drink well, eat well, all that stuff. See you next time. Bye.
Kitchen facilities provided by the De Breuil French Culinary School. Cookware and accessories used on Chefs About Town provided by the Cook Shop at Coquitlam Center. Global stainless steel knives provided by Chutchka's Design Limited. Chefs About Town is made possible by funding provided in part by Grey Monk Estate Winery, producers of distinctive wines for discriminating taste, all approved with the Vintners Quality Alliance seal, your assurance of international excellence. And the whole kitchen caboodle, from gadgets to gourmet. The whole kitchen caboodle at City Square has what you need. And La Belle Auberge restaurant in Ladner. Internationally recognized chef-owner Bruno Marty believes in the professionalism and high standards of cuisine in British Columbia, and is an avid supporter of Chefs About Town, BC's regional food and wine program.